to another video. Today, I want to thank you guys for all of the views and all of the progress that the channel has made. YouTube has been a giant learning experience. Dreams versus reality sometimes are very far apart, but in this scenario, not as far as sometimes I think it is. I know when I first started this, it was like, oh my god, it's gonna just blow up and be massive. And I mean, I did get a bit of a taste of reality on that, but at the same point, it has steadily grown, and I have built some pretty excellent viewer base and gotten to know some of you, which has been quite excellent. I set out to start the YouTube with the absolute ambition to make some money. And I've often thought to myself, why I didn't start it sooner? Why I didn't start when I got my first motorcycle, or I did different things. And I think it all comes down to a time thing. I feel like when I started, I had finally decided that I had my own content to create. And that was really, really important to me before I ever fired up a camera. It wasn't enough just to make videos. It wasn't enough to remake videos other people have made. And a lot of the videos I have ended up making, I never intended to make, but I made them by request because people were unsure of things that I thought had been heavily covered. So for me, it was kind of nice. To me, it's really easy to do explanation videos. That's a huge part of my job, is teaching people how to use the product that I build. So for me to teach you guys how to operate or function different things in the car, I mean, it's like working all over again, which is good. I thoroughly enjoy the one-on-one experience I get with my customers and what they get to take away from what I've taught them. And the YouTube has really, it's opened my eyes to a few different things. It's allowed me to mod the car faster than otherwise anticipated, because me buying this car was a pretty substantial feat for me. It was no small accomplishment. And I know it's a really great car, and a lot of people will sit back and go, oh, but it's just a cheap Camaro, or it's just this, or it's just that. For me, this was like buying a Bugatti. It was that special, and it's still that special. And I'm still very humbled that I have managed to accomplish this car when I have. And I know Lethal Camaro, I mean, he puts it in perspective during every live video. I try to tune into them as often as I can, but a lot of people ask him how he comes up with all of this money to do these mods, because it seems like he just, fires them off. And it's simple. Like, he's been planning this for almost a decade. So for him, it's just boom, 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 A, B, C, and he's just working through his processes, and then his YouTube success has dictated how rapidly that can happen as well. And it's done no different for me. Now, obviously, I'm not making that kind of money. I made about $1,000. I've spent about $500, and $500 has gone into helping me pay for the car. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I do have to pay for the car. And if YouTube continues to grow and continues to be successful, wow, these people don't seem to realize there is a bus there. Oh, there we go. Just a whole lot of confusion. I apologize for the delay. So if the YouTube channel does grow and, the income becomes quite substantial and consistent, then absolutely I will buy a different car, or pay this one off and mod the hell out of it, or do whatever. But for me, there has to be the balance. I can't spend all this time working on the YouTube to not make my life easier. So the money has to be a thing, and it has to continue to grow, and it's been great. I must say. There's been zero complaints from me on any front. And then there's just more plans, but it's also taught me that you have to learn to plan. Nobody in my family plans out anything. It's almost like they're alive just by coincidence and they survive every day accidentally. Whereas the YouTube isn't like that. I can't just make whatever videos whenever. And when I started, that's all I did. I just made whatever, whenever. Didn't matter to me. Just put something up. Wanted to get to 1,000 views a day. Got there. Wanted to get to 2,000 views a day. I got there. I had income brackets I wanted to reach. Got there. And it was like, but then it quietened it down during the winter, which meant, you got to be smart about this, and you have to balance it out more and have more of a schedule. So that's been a new thing for me, and trying to figure out really what I want to do and when the days I want to do it. Like for me, I want to do a mod video every single week. It might not be a new mod every week or a part of a series of a mod, but I want to show every single week. This thing is a hooligan. Holy smokes. So I want to share with you guys every week something I'm working on. Now, my Instagram has been really slow and not a whole lot going on with that. Wow, that Toyota, that was rally card. But I do put a lot of teasers up on Instagram. So for those of you who aren't following me and are following the build process and what I'm working on and what I have coming in and stuff like that, I'm trying to start doing live videos, and I'm trying to just tease and put up when different things are coming in, and I'm trying to hit both ends of the fence here, because I know that the social media circle is a revolving circle. You can't have one end growing and one end not. They will feed each other and become a continuous thing. So I am working on that. I mean, I enjoy Instagram, but posting on it, coming up with all the little hashtags and all that, it's not really as much my thing, but I'm figuring it out. And I'm getting some consistency with that as well. And just always learning, I guess, more than anything. Watching some of the bigger YouTubers and what they're doing and that. And I think the thing that's always kind of tweaked me, I guess, a little bit about the social media aspect and why I wasn't that big of a fan of YouTube and why I didn't want to get into it, was because people portray their lives in a certain way. And a lot of YouTubers get caught being awful human beings or lying or doing different things, and that wasn't something I wanted to get into. I didn't want to portray that I'm just this super successful little rich kid that's just, living this fantasy life. And that's not the case. I don't have buckets of money. I'm struggling to save money to buy more substantial things and do things, and it's real. It's very, very real, and I try to portray that to you guys and be very upfront with you. And sometimes I am just my own worst enemy, and I just will fight myself on little things. I think I'm getting low on washer fluid. Fight myself on little things, or I'm just angry or upset or whatever. And for me, sharing that with you guys, it's been very relieving, and it's allowed me to just get closure, just bury the hatchet, move on to bigger and better things, rather than just beat myself up every day about it. When my parents separated, doing the same drive that I'm doing now, I've done in most of my vlogs, and going to the gym, going home from the gym, bombing around, doing whatever. I would sit there and just rage and just be an awful, awful human being with no outlet. I can't talk to my family about it. I can't talk to my dad. He just gets upset or mad at me, and it's like, I don't know. There's nowhere for me to go with it, so I just do it again the next day and just keep repeating this cycle and this process. And I guess I'm just getting to the point in my life where everything is becoming very clear. What I want, how I want to get there, what I want to do with it, it's all becoming very clear. So Now it's just the execution. It's taking the time. It's being diligent and being smart with everything that comes in, like the profits from YouTube. What am I going to do with it? How am I going to spend it? What am I going to share with you guys? And what am I doing first? And what am I doing second? And I mean, right now I'm looking at what can I sell to help make all of this happen faster or make my life easier. If I bought a drone, my videos would be much more substantial. That's just a given. I'm looking at camera gear, like simple camera rig sliders and stuff like that. They're $80, $120. You gotta, pack all this stuff up. And I know Subaru WRX fan that, and they've gone over their camera gear and what they use, and I feel like at times it's like a drone would give you a better result with the equivalent amount of investment. So rather than buy a few pieces of camera gear and a few cameras, I have the GoPro, which works well. I have the mic for it, which works well. Get the drone. I mean, I like stopping on dead-end backcountry roads when the backdrop is nice and taking nice photos. I did it a number of times with my Harley. Every time I got a new mod done, I would go take some really nice photos. Mind you, I only ever shared those on Facebook for family and friends, but I still did it, and I learned a lot by doing it, and I'm hoping to extend that into the world of video with the car and what I've got going on with it. I know I want to do a substantial mod reveal and like just a big spring reveal, because I've been working on a number of individual projects over the course of the winter, and there's a few small things that I still am hoping to achieve before I reveal the car for the spring. I know some of them will happen and some of them won't, and some of them aren't mods. It's just like I really want to get a tow hook, for example. I want a ZL add-ons tow hook with the GoPro mount. It's a pretty simple thing. You pop a piece of the grill out, you thread it in, and it's done. But the money that I could spend on that, I have instead put into wrap. And I've been working on learning how to wrap different things. And I mean, I'm wrapping it myself because I just don't have the money to pay somebody to do it. And it is somewhat of a substantial investment. And not that it's not worth it, I just don't have it. I don't have that extra cash that I can just be like, screw it, you do it. So for me, it's like, why would I spend $300 when I can spend 30? I can spend a few hours of my time, I can learn, I can make a video about it, and hopefully even teach you guys about it as I'm learning, and you guys can tackle your own things at home. I would also really like to make some of the sticker kits for the front of the car and do all that. But it does come down to time. I mean, I'm working full time. I'm working out 6 days a week. I'm making YouTube videos. I'm making them 4 to 5 days a week. I'm editing 4 to 5 days a week. It's just very time consuming all the way around. So, I mean, we'll see where things end up. But time for a bit of an acceleration. That was absolutely delightful. So, if you guys have anything you want to see videos made about, by all means, leave it in the comments below. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I do my very best to get to them. I do reserve the right to ignore or troll any trollery. But most of my videos have been pretty good. Just the Ford GT video about me shit talking there. I really think I'm out of washer fluid. Huh. Go figure. Anyways, I got a lot of heat for that, so I made a follow-up video, which has now gone live. And if you guys haven't watched it already, check it out. Ford GT mic drop. Let me know what you guys think. I have nothing against Ford. Just to clarify, for anybody that has seen all the videos, nothing against Ford, nothing against the Mustang. It's all good. I just don't like these keyboard warriors that decided to trash me and my car. You guys bite me. That's all I got to say. Everybody take care and have a fantastic day.